Hello and welcome to Christy the Book Slayer. Today we're doing a February wrap up and I've read not too many books because I've been busy. But I've read 4, 1 audiobook and 3 print books, so let's go cracking. My first book of February started in January and that is Laurel Graeme's Talking as Fast as I Can. I listened to this on audiobook and it is narrated by Laurel Gasser herself, which is really great, especially because I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan, and it's nostalgic and you get sort of warm and fuzzy inside. Now, wasn't a massive fan of the book. I thought it was quite shallow, it's touching on the surface quite a lot, it wasn't anything in depth. I really hated the skits that she had with her father. She sort of pretended she called him and he would talk back. I would rather just have him talk instead of the phone calls because it didn't follow the flow. Now, I love the stories, but then again, it wasn't anything in depth. It's something that you probably could find in interviews online. It's sweet, but it's not what I expected. I gave the book 3 stars and I stand by that a month later. And it is a nice book. I'm not saying don't read it. Please read it. But don't expect this to be an autobiography that will change your life. The next book I read is already one of my favourite books I've read in the past years. It's his Bloody Project by Graeme, Macrae, Burnet, probably Burnet because he's Scottish, isn't he? In 1869 there are 3 murders in a Scottish village. I can't remember the name of it, but it's far up north and it's in the middle of nowhere, really. Then you have Roderick Macrae, who's a young man who we know from basically the first page that he committed these murders, because he just walks up with the knife, or it's not a knife, some sort of farming equipment, and he's completely calm about it all. So the first half of the book is basically his confession. It's not even his confession, it's what led up to this murder, and it starts when he's quite young. And it's true crime, so it's not true, but it comes across as true. It has confessions, it has medical journals, not journals, you know, the doctor's been writing things about people. It has court notes. It was also shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize in 2016, fiction, if you were one of those who like these things. But also it's really cool because Contraband, the publisher of this, is, as far as I know, a 2-person publisher up north in Scotland, and they are quite small, and this is big for them. Look at this cover. It has like blood stains all over it, and it looks like an old dank book, and it's just, I gave it 5 stars, 5 out of 5, love it, love it. And then we have a book I talked about last time, VInegar Girl by Anne Tyler. This is a retelling of Taming of the Shrew, set in Baltimore. It's moved away from the UK, innit? Okay, it follows Kate Batista and how shrewish she is. To me, she's just an ordinary 28, 29-year-old with a bit of a big mouth. There's nothing wrong with that. She's not a shrew. I think Anne Tyler tried to make this funny, but I didn't think she succeeded. Now, I really wanted to like this because I love this the Hogarth Shakespeare project, which is the retelling of Shakespeare plays, basically. I didn't really like it. It was flat. The characters didn't come through. Kate wasn't a shrew, because I expected it when Kate was older, and it's not like in Things I Hate About You, where Kate is basically a teenager, that when she was older that she would actually be a bit of a shrew, to be honest, and tame her. They don't. But I also hope that this would sort of take up some of the troubling thematics in the play itself. Not change it, but maybe show it in a way that we could understand maybe a bit better now. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's tame. And I am sad that it's so tame. Can't do anything about that, can I? Give it 3 stars though, because it has a beautiful cover. It's not bad. It's just not what I expected. Now the next book is Before You Go by Clare Swatman. This is Clare's debut novel and it's published by Macmillan. It was published now in February, I think. It's not a book that I would typically read, but it was given to me as a gift. And I don't know if it is because it is a book that I don't normally read, but I didn't like it. The blurb, I'm gonna read it a blurb, some of the blurb. To find a soulmate, ... ellipses. Some people stare love in the face for years before they find it. Zoe and Ed fumbled their way into adulthood, both on different paths, but always in the same direction. Years later, having navigated dead-end jobs and a chaotic house share, romantic finally blossoms. Their future together looks set. Literally, on page 3, and this is not a spoiler, Ed dies. Which, you know, the story starts with an ending, blah blah blah. And it's literally Clare, that's the author, it's literally Zoe sort of going back in time, fixing things. Yeah. I thought it was long-winded. Really didn't like Zoe, didn't really like Ed either, and that's a problem when you don't really like any of the main characters. It repeated itself quite a lot. And the ending was predictable and incredibly cliche. Now, I also really wanted to like this book because, you know, it's quite pretty. It is quite pretty. And I've heard good things about it, and it was a gift. But I didn't. I gave it 2 stars. It's well enough written. There's nothing wrong with language or anything like that. It's just the story, the characters, the plot, everything else, really. Oh well. So that was my February. A lot of lows and one big high. And I look forward to seeing you later. Please, if there's anything you would like to tell me. For example, that my hair is dirty. Doesn't smell bad. Please let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe and share, and I will see you soon, maybe on your channel, maybe on mine. I don't know. I'm gonna go make coffee. See ya later. Bye.